Emma Watson's Disney journey almost ended very differently when she was offered, and turned down, the role of Cinderella. Concerned that Cinderella wouldn't provide a strong enough feminist role model for young girls, Watson rejected the part, which subsequently went to Lily James. The role of Belle piqued her interest, however, as it felt much more closely aligned to her feminist ideals.
Now, Cinderella is often written off as a weak victim who can no longer represent the women of today. And if you think this, you're wrong. The internet trolls and nitpick mafia have really damaged the wonderful nature of Cinderella. Yes, she is feminine. Yes, she prefers to avoid direct conflict. And yes, she is blonde, thin, and conventionally attractive. But none of this is bad. People can be primarily feminine, even and especially women. People can be blonde, thin, and attractive too. It does not dictate character. And most importantly, some people prefer to avoid conflict. It's true. I'm one, and it doesn't make me weak. Passivity can be a fine trait to have. After all, not all of us aim to be burdened with the presidency, though Cinderella would be a decent president considering. As I was saying, Cinderella is a strong character, a character that surprisingly embodies the mundane extremely well. Cinderella, though well off for much of her life, grew up with simple desires. She never asked for or wanted more than she received, and was weirdly content with her life, even as a maid to her stepfamily. In this deleted scene, she literally can't think of a good reason to leave.
What? Why don't I run away? Goodness me, I thought you knew. I haven't time, too much to do. Oh well, there's one thing. They can't order me to stop dreaming.
She'd rather clean and dream about love. Cinderella doesn't actually disapprove of her situation and accepts it, staying within its bounds voluntarily. This is evident because nothing restrains Cinderella. She makes no effort to leave and is tolerant, if only a little annoyed by her bratty sisters. But like I said, this girl enjoys a clean house and finds pleasure in cleaning, giving her time to dream. Like, this girl, she loves to clean. Her wish in this deleted scene isn't for the work to stop, but for there just to be more of her to keep working more efficiently. Cleaning is her number one passion, and that's normal. Some people like cleaning. I mean, look at Marie Kondo. Now, some people may believe Cinderella only dreamed of a man coming to rescue her. Is that what she said? No. If I recall, she never states that her dream is for rescue or anything to do with a man. She just said a dream is a wish your heart makes. If you can read between those lines and turn that into she wants a husband, you are a fortune teller. And you need to go make that money, girl. If that letter for the ball hadn't arrived, she never would have desired anything else besides probably finding a husband and marrying one day, like everyone else during that time. Now, it's very likely that Cinderella dreams of finding love, but it can only be assumed, as she only describes finding her happiness. So, Cinderella dreams of happiness, enjoys cleaning, and would keep on keeping on, likely until her stepmother arranged a marriage for money to maintain their lifestyle because they broke. She broke. But the king, with grandbaby fever, changed all that. And Cinderella, hearing about a party like most teenagers, wanted to go and have a night out. She didn't think for even a second that her stepmom would say no. It didn't even cross her mind. She accepted that she had chores to finish and would need to find herself a good dress. Remember I said they're broke? Because they are broke. So it wouldn't have been weird for Cinderella to think otherwise. So she gets all that done, and for the first time, she feels absolutely betrayed. If the fairy godmother wouldn't have come, it's possible that Cinderella would have left her family or stopped doing all the work. I mean, if we look at Brandy's Cinderella, she actually did pack up her stuff and leave after the hate she received following the ball. It's not unlikely that our animated Cinderella wouldn't have done the same following that traumatic moment with her stepfamily prior to the ball. She wouldn't have taken any of that. They destroyed her. After all, if you'll recall, Cinderella has never asked for more than she receives, except to go to this party. Instead of a no, they trampled her spirit. With that, Cinderella stopped giving a fuck about what they wanted. She was a passive gangster. Oh, so saccharine and sweet, but deadly in her cold. It's something you feel as she reacts little to the cries of her family and rides off on her honeymoon without a thought to her likely dirty and destitute family. Cinderella is a necessary character. She is not every person, but she is simple and unbelievably kind and not without flaws. She is very trusting, much to her detriment, and is kind enough to accept scraps without complaint. She's a gem of a princess, but not a morning person. And in my book, that makes her a keeper. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, like, don't like, that's up to you. Okay, so I wasn't going to put this in here, but I need to set the record straight. The prince did not choose to find Cinderella by shoe size. That was the king. The king wants his son to get married and start popping out babies. And he figured, you know what? If he's only set on this girl and all we have is a shoe, put the shoe on every maiden. And whoever fits it is who he's going to marry. Doesn't matter if that's the same girl he saw last night. You can see that the prince is not even there with the man people trying on all the shoes. He's not there. The prince is not there. The prince is not part of it. It's the king who decided all of this. That's why they're trying on shoes. Watch the movie again. Bye.
But perhaps if it would help.
No, nothing can help now. Nothing.
But you see, I have the other slipper.